halfway through. Welcome back to another boiling edition over on this channel of the 12 Days of Anime. For day 6 of what I'm going to be talking about is a anime this year I finally got around to watching. It's been one of those animes that everyone has on their lists where takes forever for you to actually get around to watching, and this one I have been dying to watch, and that was Noragami. Noragami I have been really interested in for ages. I've heard Simply G, who is also participating in the 12 Days of Anime, you should go check out her videos. She's spoken so highly about this series, and you know, finally gave myself a kick this year that I wanted to watch something supernatural, because it'd been quite some time since I'd watched anything, and oh seriously, Noragami, oh, I loved every second of this series. Like, we need season 3. Yeah, just we need season 3, like we need season 4 of Haikyuu, and we need season 2 of Yona of the Dawn, and the list could continue of how many seasons I want. Noragami is about a god named Yato, who is not a very well unknown god, and he doesn't have his own shrine or anything, and he pretty much takes any job for a penny. It's all about money. When his own, what we call a regalia, the element of, you know, when a person turns into a weapon, they're called a regalia in this series. When Yato loses his regalia, he then has to go in search of a new one, and that's how he comes across Yukine, who is this wandering spirit. He's really a 17-year-old boy, and him and Yato don't get along very well at first, and just to make things interesting in the mix, a girl named Hiyori, who's about 15, 16, she saves Yato from nearly being run over by a bus, but not knowing that he's actually a god, and in the process being stuck in limbo. She's gone through this sort of freaky body swap thing where she's stuck in limbo. When she falls asleep, grows a pink tail, and she can like see the unseen of things that humans should not be able to see, like yokai, evil spirits. And so Yato promises to grant her the wish to, you know, put her back to normal. The series is surrounded on these three and their relationship, and also how Yato becomes a god, and get to learn about all the other gods that are in this series. And this is based off of real Japanese history as well, these gods, from what I did a little research on. And it is such a fascinating show with the whole regalia aspect, because I loved season 1, but I actually loved season 2 more because it focused on a particular god named Bishamon. She is a woman on a revenge path. She wants to kill Yato because he slaughtered her family. And yeah, of course that goes into the details of what happened and stuff. Obviously I'm not gonna say that here. And she has so many regalia, like she treats all of her regalia as like their family, and it's so touching. Like, I cried quite a few times during Noragami. She just picks up these stray regalia just like Yato picked up Yukine. She treasures her regalia, and I really loved that aspect about season 2. It was so good. And also, season 1 was more focused on Yukine and Yato, how they build their relationship together, and I loved the focus on Yukine, because Yukine has a lot of negative emotions pent up, and all of them just kind of explode in season 1. Of course, Yato and Hiyori have to deal with that, and I love Hiyori, Yato, and Yukine and their friendship that they build together. I think they're so good together. The chemistry is hilarious. I love how the English dub really brings it out, because I watched this in the English dub, and Bryn April, who plays Hiyori, she was so like spunky, optimistic. I loved Bryn's portrayal of Hiyori when she gets mad at Yato, when Yato goes and does something stupid. And Jason, who plays Yato, he was an eccentric personality for Yato. It was like the perfect match made in heaven. It was damn hilarious. Like the bit where they're all falling in the sky and the dude's trying to convince a young man, you know, not to, you know, go, you know, end his life, and he's just, you know, casually asking all these dumb questions is so hilarious. But Noragami is just such a fun supernatural series. It's one of the most fun anime supernaturals I've watched in such a long time. Since Inubaku. Inubaku is one of my favorites, the Secret Service one. So if you have not checked out Noragami, you definitely need to. But yes, watching Noragami finally this year was another dear highlight, and I'm finally glad I got around to watching it, and I need more. That's why I need to go into the manga now, because I've actually read the first volume of the manga, and the art is outstanding. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really, really detailed. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch up with that. But if you have watched Noragami, leave a comment down below. I would love to know. And the most thing I will say I loved about Noragami is the focus on like the afterlife. There's a lot of anime series that look like Death Parade, put their own spin on the afterlife. That's one thing I love about anime, and its portrayal of the afterlife. But with Noragami, it was definitely done in a more relatable sense, especially when it came to Yukine. It really hit hard, really hit home, definitely. And I loved its portrayal of the afterlife. It was very fun. It wasn't all doom and gloom, which is good. So if you have seen Noragami, comment down below if you are you waiting for that season 4. Hopefully I've convinced you to watch Noragami. And that concludes for day 6 of the 12 days of anime. And what clue can I give you for day 7? I'ma just get my list. Oh, yes. So, for tomorrow, it's gonna be something I haven't done for the last 6 months? Yeah, the last 6 months. And yeah, something to do with what I do in my interest in anime. That's all I'm going to give you for a clue for the next one. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.